World Cup cricket matches we've had. The summer arrived just in time today to make this semi-final day stunningly memorable. We really couldn't have wished for two better cricket matches. You can imagine what it was like here at the Oval, with the West Indies playing Pakistan in front of a noisy, colourful crowd and a pretty full house at that. And at Old Trafford, New Zealand played England in a match that had a nail-biting finish for both sides. Well, we'll see highlights of both those games in this programme. We're also taking you to the Sydney Cricket Ground for an edited version of the Rugby Union International between Ireland and Australia, and you'll see that round about midnight. But we're going to start at Old Trafford, England against New Zealand, and for that we hear first of all from Peter West.
Down the wicket again and hitting it over the infield on the leg side for 4 runs. So the runs beginning to tick up a little quicker now. Really moves to 42. And the England total is now in the 60s. 61 for 2 in the 27th over. And that's 1 run for Brearley, 2, and he might have to hurry. As indeed he did. It was a useful throw from Glenn Turner. And that brings Brearley to 49. Played square on the offside. Turner losing his sun hat. The ball was in the hand just about the time that Brearley set off. And good decision by the umpire, Ken Palmer. So Brearley on 49. That's it. And you can have 2 here. So Mike Brearley gets a very good hand from almost a full house in the sunshine at Old Trafford. His 50 took him 108 minutes off 112 balls, 3 fours. A nice firm shot and a very good stop by Glenn Turner. The Gooch is limited to a couple. Nearly 53 out of 86 for 2. This is Brian McKechnie, New Zealand's rugby fullback. And so far bowled 5 overs, 1 wicket for 16, the wicket of Larkins. There's a big hit. A big one indeed, a beautiful shot. Just underneath our cameras, clearing the sight screen by, with plenty to spare. .92 for 2, 25 to Gooch. It's beginning to look very impressive. Beautifully timed off the back foot, and that's still got a lot of run on it, on really not a fast outfield.
Another magnificent shot from Graham Gooch. He started to come forward. It wasn't quite there, and so he went back and played it on the off the back foot and pierced the offside.
And he's out caught behind Lease. Coney, the bowler, really trying to run that down through a third slip area. Nice catch by Warren Lease, the New Zealand wicketkeeper. Really has gone for 53, made out of 96 for 3 rather. 96 for 3 in the 34th over. Carr facing Coney. Sweetly timed shot to be off the mark, a half volley, just caressed away. Gower's really pushing his luck, he's run himself out. Now what an astonishing decision that Gower made there. Here it is again. Coney, who may be a little less plain than he looks. Bowls mostly a good line and length. There's the first shot pushed through, and it's Gower who decides to come back for a second with Cairns' throw pretty accurate, and he's run out by about a yard or more. Authoritative shot. Correct. You can't do extra cover. And that's 100 up for England in the 35th over. Gooch moving to 31. Well, the situation is right at the moment. England mustn't lose another wicket. Good-looking shot by Botham. And it's through for 4.
Gooch is on 44 as Gary.
Really picked that one up nicely. That goes through for 4 runs, wide of mid-on. And Gooch in great form once again here at Old Trafford. Goes on now to 48. Consecutive boundaries takes Graham Gooch on to 52. Another really fine innings. Coming only 73 minutes, he's only received 61 balls, and it's exactly the sort of acceleration that England needed.
Cairns to Botham.
And he's out. LBW went to try and hook one which was barely short of a length. The ball didn't rise, as this ball has never risen here all day today, and Botham goes LBW to Cairns. He's out for 21. Just barely short of a length. See that ball hitting him even underneath the roll of the pad.
It's Rundle now to face Lance Cairns.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. That's going to do Derek Randler Power good. It's dropped short, but he put it away most convincing style, square on the off for 4. And gets a tremendous round of applause for it. Richard Hadley's short, but backed away off the back foot. The 3 runs in it here for Graham Gooch.
Gooch on 69. Again, it should just be a single. They're coming up for the second after Harry. And Rundle just making his ground. Gooch moving now into the 70s.
A little delay there by Graham Gooch. Wasn't quite sure whether it was bowled or whether it come off the keeper's pads, but see there, the off bail has just been dislodged, fallen to the ground, and Gooch goes for an excellent 71. Makes England 177 for 6. And it's another wicket to Brian McKechnie. No question at all that clipped the off stump and just removed 1 bail. So Graham Gooch falls, trying to force the pace over these final 10 overs, out for an excellent 71, made out of 177 for 6.
It's Gary Troop again, and Warwick Road in to Randall. Chris Holt has gone to Troop, caught behind down the offside by Warren Lees. Out for naught, and England are losing wickets a bit too rapidly now for comfort. So from the City end camera, the Warwick Road end, moving that in, inside edge, and a nice catch by the New Zealand keeper, quite low down. So it's 178 for 7 in the 52nd over, and England still haven't got enough runs. Oh my goodness, there's trouble. Oh, and he's got away with it. He had to be a goner if the throw from Hadley had been straight. But luckily for Taylor, it wasn't. A real mix-up here, hitting Taylor on the pad. And that's Cairns to Randall. Hit that a long way away. It's a beautiful shot into the crowd. I reckon it just reached the front row of the stalls over long on. Down the wicket, hitting him on the up. And away it goes, clearing the long on fielder by many a mile. Derek Randall ensuring that late momentum was maintained. Bob Taylor run out for 12, and England finishing with 221 for 8 off their allotment of 60 overs. The question now was whether on this pitch the total was enough. New Zealand wanting 222 at 3.7 and over. Not so daunting a task. And they got a very solid, useful start from their two left-handed openers, John Wright and Bruce Edgar. Here's the 15th over, 43 for no wicket, and it's Bob Willis bowling to John Wright. It's right this time. In front of square, it's 4 runs. Gower can't chase that. It's an expensive over by Bob Willis. 7 runs off it. England at the same stage were 27 for 1. They experienced a very sticky start indeed. Chris Old. And a big shot for LBW, and he's gone. Edgar is LBW to Old. England needing a wicket. They had to wait until the 16th over. The 4th one bowled by Chris Old. He's now taken 1 for 6. It's 47 for 1, and Edgar has gone for 17. And from the city end, it looks absolutely plumb. Hitting the middle stump 3/4 of the way up. Very confident start here by Geoffrey Howarth. Another firm shot, beautifully timed. 4 runs through extra cover. So he's starting with an ominous assurance. Ominous from the English point of view. I wouldn't think so. A bit optimistic. That was missing the leg stump.
Whether or not it was hitting is a moot point.
And he's given him out this time. Jeff Howarth has played across the full course, and his LBW, and no Yorkshire bowler had a better reaction to his first success here. Very much the hero of the moment, Jeff Boycott as a bowler. So there's been a great turn here, 58 for 2. And Jeff Howarth, after a very promising start, has gone for 8 for 7.
And from this you can see that Jeff played right across it, right round it. It looked as though it was knocking middle and leg out. Hit him on the full, and there was never any doubt that he was going to have to go for that one.
That's a full toss, and that's something that Graham Gooch can't afford to bowl. Put away square on the leg side by Wright for 4, and he goes on now to 47. Nicely off his legs. Be anxious here for 2 because that'll bring him 50. He's sprinting back, and he's safely home. And an exceptionally good 50 here from John Wright, laying the foundation for this New Zealand reply. And his 50 has come out of a total of 89 for 2. He really gave himself a bit of room there until he crushed it through the offside. Gower giving chase, but it's a hopeless chase. And that 4 to John Wright brings up the 100 for New Zealand. So here's also a fine performance. He moves on now to 60 out of a total of 102 for 2. Hendrick now. Coney, he's LBW to Hendrick, 4-11. And New Zealand now are 104 for 3 in the 37th over. Hendrick into Coney. And just going half forward there. And little doubt in the umpire's mind. A recall at the Warwick Road end for Chris Old, who in his earlier spell looked as dangerous as any English bowler. Started off with a short one, which is whipped around to Boycott. There's nothing he can do about it, and it goes through for 4. Quite a number of runs have come for John Wright from that particular shot, and very often the bowler coming back doesn't quite get into the rhythm, and that dropped pretty short.
Got into position pretty well for that. Didn't quite time it. He's coming back for a second. And he's going to be out. And it's a magnificent throw again by this remarkable performer. Glenn Turner sent him back. What a day he's had in the field. Vintage Randall. Now let's see this incident again. Willis bowling to right. And he hits him away on the onside. Comes down. There is Randall with the ball in hand, and Glenn Turner sensing the danger, sending him back. And look at that for a throw. Field split 5 and 4. 5 on the on, 4 on the off. Slip that uppishly away, and he's been put down by Graham Gooch. Oh, here's more disaster, and another run out. Glenn Turner has gone. Randall can't keep him out of the act. But that really was a suicidal run. It was never on. Boycott coming round the wicket. Hit away on the onside. Turner keeps going. The throw comes back. They've crossed, and Mark Burgess really has surrendered in a very sporting fashion.
Hendrick again to Turner. Pushing the single, and it's Randall streaking in again, but he knows he's beaten this time. Lob back, and that single to Turner takes New Zealand under 150. So the target of 150 reached in the 50th over. Final over of the day's play for Bob Willis. And he's out LBW. Up goes the umpire's finger again, and Glenn Turner goes. So Willis strikes in his very final over here. His first wicket of the day, and an important one too. Glenn Turner driving across a perfectly good straight length ball, and that's the 4th LBW decision answered in favour of the England bowlers. Hendrick back in the attack to Lees. That's away to Boycott. He's underneath it. He's stepped over the ropes, and it's 6. Well, but unfortunate there for Boycott. Took the catch well. And again, the field taking some while to settle. It's fixed now. Now it's Botham to Hadley. And he's bowled him. Well, it's the sort of shots, the sort of cricket that New Zealand have got to pay, and Hadley there paying the penalty. Noble effort by Hadley. It's all really that was left for him to do. And the tactics were right, but unhappily he went down the wrong line. Nothing to Cairns. He's really caught hold of that one, and that's what he's known for. It's a magnificent shot for 6. Not only cleared the rope, it cleared the field, and it's dropped right in amongst the big packed crowd here at Old Trafford. A great blow. And he's caught. Well, that, I would imagine, must be the final nail in New Zealand's coffin. And England desperately need to see the back of Lance Cairns. He's really threatened them there with some powerful hitting. And cracked that straight to Brearley at mid-wicket off the bowling of Hendrick.
both into Lees. That's a useful looking cover drive. And the batsmen go through for 3. So the 200 goes up now for New Zealand. It's Hendrick to Lees. Squeeze that away somehow. Down the leg side. And gets 2 runs for it.
Perfect Yorker, that, on leg stump.
Right. And the last pair, in fact, could only rustle up another 4 runs. So a second narrow victory for England, as at Headingley against Pakistan.